Something like, when I went offline is when you tipped, right? So how could I have shouted that out? I wasn't online, right? Let's count it today. Sure. Would you like to count it today?
I was wondering, what's the recommended amount of dated whale?
You're a fucking idiot. Get fucked, you stupid loser who thinks you know anything about anything in real fucking life. You know nothing. You're the epitome of a waste of life.
Gaming with a $10 super chat. I'm loving your content, Phil. Thank you for playing Onimusha and getting more eyes on the game. I cannot wait to play the new ones coming out. You know, Onimusha 2 is getting a remake, and then there's a new Onimusha coming out next year, like a totally new one, right? That's all going to be great stuff. So Redface Gaming with that $10 super chat, and we had Super Kill with 3, so we're at $13 of support so far. Thank you both for getting us started there. So we got our super chats. Who's going to be the first tip of the day? And over on Kick, I'm eyeballing all of you over there. All right.
This is his usual shtick. Remember, this is a marathon. This is his 50-goal reward stream for his community for being so generous and giving him all this money, this crowd-funded individual. What else is he going to do to give back to his community than ask for more money, right? You know, just sit there and talk about money and money and money. Like, look at my head right now. It's becoming dented just watching this shit. This is the reward stream, right? And all week he's been like, well, guys, you can't wait for the marathon, you know. You get to watch me get drunk. I'm going to play this game. You get to watch me stumble through this. You know, it's going to be booze. It's going to be a fun time. But if you were a newcomer or you're somebody that's just going on DSP streams and you show up to this marathon reward stream today to learn that he's paywalling the booze, right? This guy's not even going to enjoy himself and get drunk with you guys, which is what he's been asking all week. He's been stressed out. He just wants to enjoy and he just wants to hang out with you guys. Here he is. It's $100 to take the shot because, oh, well, if I set it to $20 and someone donated $200, I'd be in the hospital. Well, it's like, yeah, then, well, maybe you shouldn't use alcohol as the factor to get people to contribute. And you should do other things on your stream and be creative and come up with cool ways for your audience to donate and interact with you instead of paywalling the one thing that's going to make you at least look like you're having fun because you're such a miserable wretch, right? I don't know. Just more disgusting behavior from the same disgusting individual.
Who's going to be the first sub? Right? SNES Patrol says, how much to chug the whole bottle of tequila? Well, I'll be dead. So how much money would it be to pay for the rest of my streaming career so that my family has support, you know, because I'll be dead?
Who, Jasper? Shit, I'll take Jasper for free. Ain't nobody gonna pay your family nothing. I mean, your family's Jasper, right? And, you know, the rumors with Cat moving out and divorce coin and all that on the horizon. I'll take Jasper. Shit, then we can just watch you chug the whole bottle. I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm sure there's people in my audience right now that would take Jasper without a heartbeat, you know, save that poor little kitty.
I don't know, a few million? Right?
A few million. Look at, even if he was dead, money means that much to him. That's like, get me $1 million. Give me, or I guess my family, $1 million after I'm dead.
Mozzie says, I tipped you last night, but you never mentioned it. Mozzie, you tipped at like 4:40 p.m. The stream ended at 4. So how would I have mentioned it?
How often has Phil gotten tipped after the fact where he's ended a stream, came on the next day and been like, well, guys, offline, I got tipped this, or so-and-so super chatted this, and mentions it and shouts the person out. He doesn't always count it, but he'll shout the person out. So just give the guy the recognition. At least come on today and been like, I got tipped offline after the fact. I mean, the guy clearly wants the shout out. I mean, I'm not going to fault DSP here for not shouting the guy out on a whim because I wouldn't expect anything more from him or anything less. But let's see what the guy says.
You tipped at 4:40 p.m. and you basically said, you know, congrats and, you know, hitting your goals and, you know, stuff like that, right? I'm trying to remember exactly what the tip said. Not 4:40 p.m., excuse me. You tipped at like 9:40, something like, when I went offline is when you tipped, right? So how could I have shouted that out? I wasn't online.
Yeah, but you've been live for 20 minutes. And listen, I'm not defending DSP. I'm not defending the guy who tipped. But the guy clearly just wants a shout out. So maybe you should just give him the shout out, read his tip, and move on, right? And just let bygones be bygones. Because clearly you not shouting him out means more to him than you continuing to argue. So why don't you just keep your fans happy, shout the tip out, and move on? Here we are with his ridicule laugh where he goes, and teehees to people's faces when he disagrees with them. And he tries to low-key insult or sneak diss them by laughing like that.
Right? Let's count it today. Sure. Would you like to count it today? Would you like to count the $5 tip? Sure. Why not? Let's do it.
So let me get this straight. You're going to talk to the guy like he's a 5-year-old because he's upset that you didn't read his tip. Whatever. Then you're going to ridicule the fact that it was only $5. And the reason I'm saying he's ridiculing him is because he felt like bringing up the amount of money, because in DSP's head, it was probably so little that he's like, this guy's making a big deal for tipping me $5. Are you serious? At least that's what I gather from it. So all week you've been having a rough week. You've been asking for people to be kind. You just want to hang with the audience because you're so stressed out. You get all this stuff going on. But here you are treating people like dirt still. Like, why should anybody respect you and treat you nicely when you're treating people like this that are actually giving you money, right? You don't deserve any form of kindness when you act like that. He has such an obvious way of trying to ridicule and make his fans feel bad. And it's just pathetic that anybody supports this loser at this point, because he doesn't care about you. He just cares about your money. And if your money isn't enough, like we saw with the Nigerian tip, then you're no use to him.
All right? Let's do it. Here we go. You ready? $5. $5 from Mozzie last night.
You notice how his demeanor changed right there, too. He was all giddy before, a couple minutes before all this, and this dude Mozzie is messing up his marathon stream. Because now he's got to put Mozzie as a top tipper. So he's got to add somebody to the tip so it looks like somebody's already tipped. Because you know how DSP's like, let's get some tips and let's get a first tipper. So he's got to put that in. He's already got to add $5. So that's already money in his stream that he hasn't earned officially on this stream yet. And that bothers him. That bothers him that he's got to put money in from before on his leaderboard that he feels shouldn't be there.
Thank you, Mozzie, for the $5 tip, but I don't have the message anymore, so I can't read it.
You mean you don't have the message in your email inbox because you get tips in your email inbox, so you delete it out within 24 hours? What are you talking about, bro? You can't give this guy the courtesy to read his tip from last night and say it's not in your inbox anymore. Are you that lazy, or are you just a scumbag? Because that's a word that gets tossed around a lot with me to you. But these are the reasons I say it, because you do things like this and you don't respect people. And when you don't respect people, I think you're a scumbag. And that's my opinion.
Cool. That gets us up to $18 of support so far today. Thank you, everybody. Okay. I am more aggressive with chat than ever, am I? Really? You think this is aggressive? I sound very aggressive right now. I'm very agitated, as you can tell in my voice, my demeanor. I'm over the top angry, of course.
This is a cope that DSP does to make somebody feel stupid for saying that, right? Because you're going to call him aggressive when DSP takes being aggressive to the most extreme scale. Like aggressive, like, give me money now, give me money now. That's what DSP thinks aggressive is. But he doesn't realize that you can be subtly aggressive. You can say things and still come across as aggressive or pissed off, right? And this guy is correct. I haven't seen this guy more aggressive with his audience for money coming in, even when they were doing the streak, even when it was like, hey guys, we got to hit this or the streak's going to end. He's more aggressive now than he was then. He's worse. So yeah, I mean, it's obvious that you don't care about anything except for the money that comes in at this point. The passion's dead. I'm reiterating everything that PPP and everybody's been saying about you for the whole week. And it's the same thing where when Stephen Cambion did it, when PPP did it, the guy was broken for like a day, right? Then he's back in his shell where it's just him and his audience. Then he regresses back to how he was. Sometimes he'll take things that were said to him and they'll last a little longer, or he'll twist it into how he can come off as being more motivated or being more inclined to be open to things. It's really just a play. But anyway, just wanted to talk about that real quick. I'll probably drop another video today, tomorrow, maybe about the marathon, because it's still going on. I'm sure it's going to be a shit show. I'm hoping it's going to be a shit show because that's the content and that's the stuff I like to see. I don't like these boring streams. They put me to sleep. Yeah. Drop a comment, subscribe. Appreciate everybody. Peace.